This is how Lukashenko's strategy to stop the protests plays out on the streets of Minsk. People heading to a peaceful rally are randomly snatched by masked policemen driving around at high speed. Those taken are aggressively thrown into a van. Our Aljazeera cameraman was also grabbed by police shortly after filming an interview. Luckily, they decided to let him go.
They let him go.
The protester we interviewed had to run for safety to escape detention.
You were nearly detained. Yes.
I'm so glad you are okay. I was sure they'll take you, so this is why I'm here. This is why all of us are here, so this could not happen anymore, never and nowhere. I can see that this is kidnapping. They are bandits.
After the ordeal, she managed to catch up with tens of thousands of protesters who gathered despite mass detentions and roadblocks.
Lukashenko, during this protest this month, he has exhausted all the tools he used to apply in the previous years, where he would just use a large scale of repressions towards people. People would get beaten, detained, and then this would scale down the protest. This time, this doesn't work.
Ahead of an important meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday, Lukashenko was keen to show that the protests were under control. But these images show a different reality. And now these demonstrations are not only aimed against Lukashenko, but Putin as well.
I'm worried about Russia's intentions to enforce its interests here. We have to be friends with Russia, but it's not good for a neighboring country to be involved in our internal problems.
After the frightening and tense scenes from earlier in the day, the protest turns into a dance festival.
After marching for more than 2 hours, the rally has now arrived at one of the residences of Alexander Lukashenko, here right in this park. But it was just a courtesy call. The thousands of protesters are turning around. They just wanted to send a message to Lukashenko that they are still here and that they will stay on the streets as long as he remains in office.
Chances are that a decision about the future of Lukashenko might not be decided here on the streets of Belarus, but in neighboring Russia, according to observers, since he has put his fate increasingly into Putin's hands. Vaessen, Aljazeera, Minsk.